Okay, hi guys, and welcome to my podcast.
Hello.
So today I'm with my friend Cavan.
Good day.
Why don't you just give a short intro by yourself?
Hi. My name is Cavan.
Mm.
I am 23 this year. I am a fun guy, and I like to do sports.
Yeah.
Just a really brief introduction, right?
Yep. So anyway, basically, this podcast is the start of like the 3 months project that I'm trying to pursue currently right now. So Cavan will be my first guest. Today's podcast won't be really covering any sort of topics per se, but more like a introduction to like what's going on and
Like, what do you start and everything, lah?
Yeah lah, like what's moving ahead. And I think Cavan is one of the few people that are actually quite curious about things.
Yeah, of course. I'm a very curious man as well. Okay, let's start, shall we?
Okay.
So, why do you start this 3 months thing, right? 3
Yeah.
months project. Yeah. Why do you start this 3 months project?
So basically I feel that right in general,
Scripted.
I mean in general I feel that I always wanted to do, like I said in the first video, I wanted to do something like what's it called? I want to do content creation. Okay. But the thing is that I just never had the time because of how life is. And honestly, growing up, I feel that doing YouTube or doing this kind of content creation is quite cringy. And I don't feel mature enough to explore and try different kind of genres of stuff that I wanted to do. But now looking at life as it is, I think I've matured and grown up a bit, and I feel that now there are certain topics that I want to discuss on. So podcasting is actually one of the ways that I want to go on with this.
So why now? Why only now that you want to start?
Oh, okay. Easy because now I'm studying, and then because of school, right? Although uni is supposed to be tough, but then actually like for some reason my uni is actually quite chill. Like there isn't a lot of modules back to back. So I feel
smart guy.
Yeah. So I mean, if it's not now, then I can't be when I start work. Then eventually if I graduate and I start working, I can't be doing this as a side project. I don't think that I have the time. So now I think rather do something young and achieve a goal that I always had in mind, and then pursue something different.
Right. So you think that it's a good time for you to consolidate all your quote-unquote learnings from your previous years and kind of share it with everybody here, lah?
More or less. Because I feel that, so the podcast, my goal of it is not to delve into like controversial topics or to talk about other people online and what they're doing, but more of like I want to delve more into like talking to people, basically having conversations with people where I won't have, let's say if you hang out for a meal, because I feel that sometimes it's not easy to just jump and dive into certain topics. For example, like people who are working in certain fields where like there's a lot of scrutiny from the wider public.
Okay.
Or like maybe some like different kind of people that grew up from a background very different from mine. Yeah.
Oh, I see. So you got these people planned out in your head already?
Yeah, actually, although you are the first, right? But I've already filmed like quite a bit of.
Oh, you filmed some people already?
Yeah. Okay. So unfortunately,
so I'm not the first, lah.
You're not the first per se, but you're the first. Like, you're the first for this. You're basically the intro to the whole project, lah. Essentially, but because unfortunately, like, the budget for this whole entire project is very low. Like, I think only spend like at most $100, and the camera that I have now that I'm using for the podcast is borrowed. Thanks, Lucas. Yeah.
Quick shout out.
Yeah. Then, but he's going back to Australia soon, but he'll be in a future episode. Don't worry. And then on top of that, I just wanted to get the groove of it and then understand like how hard it is to actually do a podcast, because it's not actually that easy. I mean, end of the day, as much as it's a conversation, right? Like, it's also still hard to like articulate on the go and on the fly, especially how your guests kind of responds to you, to think of questions to ask back that actually are interesting.
Definitely, it's a little bit different from when there's a camera and without a camera.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, now even talking here, it's kind of daunting for you, right?
It's alright, to be honest. Luckily for you, I'm alright. Natural.
Yeah, but I mean, as much as I want to give a platform for people like my friends, although as mundane as their life might be, but I still feel that there's always something interesting and something to learn from everyone's life. And I like to use this platform in order to, you know, showcase people's life experiences, and at the same time also like kind of just highlight, you know, that everyone has something interesting about them lah. So that's the whole point of the project lah.
Okay. So what will make you want to, you know, kind of expand your budget? Like, what is your criteria to say that, hey, I think I should invest more into this?
Oh yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so
And will it only be 3 months?
yeah, okay, that's a good question. So actually, after the 3 months, right, like the 3 months is basically like a goal to work towards. Because, like I said, okay, honestly speaking, this whole entire setup, videography and sound, and all the questions and everything is all done by myself. There are no team, no one.
You got no background in all this, right?
No background. So I'm basically learning from scratch.
YouTube Academy.
Yeah, YouTube Academy.
Okay, I see.
And editing is all done by myself. And like right now, I'm actually doing the sound for like my own podcast and making sure that everything is like going well lah. So, you know, after 3 months, if I can actually enjoy the grind of it and I can cope with work, you know, then I think that maybe it's a good idea to continue, but maybe not at the same volume or scale that I'm currently at. Because actually, other than this podcast, there's also actually another video coming up, hopefully every week, that I'm actually
so it's like a weekly thing.
It's like a weekly thing. I mean, podcast is definitely I'll be posting every week, but there's also other video ideas that I have that like maybe more towards like vlog styles that I'm actually currently editing now.
Or vlogs,
Yeah,
that's how you
vlogs.
like bring people to somewhere, for example.
Yeah, but you'll see that in future videos.
Okay, sounds
don't worry.
fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Yo, are you gonna bring me?
See if you're free, bro. You're working full time now. That's the problem.
That's choke, bro.
Yeah, okay. But okay lah. If a Saturday is free, then I'll probably ask you all lah.
Thank you. Okay, lah. Good stuff. So, are you planning to maybe ask, like in the future, maybe you reach out to, let's say, like influencers or maybe teachers, like maybe people that are really off your age range, for example?
Yeah. So actually, I've thought of that. I mean, I have friends that I know of. Okay, maybe people that I know of that are influencers, and I want to kind of start from there. But obviously, I think my focus more is towards like relatable stories for people within our age group. I think influencers, a lot of people have covered them already in the sphere in Singapore, and also you know, it's not really currently now. It's not really what I'm looking for as a demographic of people to talk to. But I think eventually, maybe there will be a case. But teachers definitely. I think there are many job scopes that are very overlooked. For example, like educators. I mean, domestic helpers is also one of the few people I want to.
Are you gonna be doing domestic helper?
Yeah, I think.
Where are you gonna scout from?
Okay, we'll see. And then so I think there are different kind of job scopes that I really want to, you know, have a conversation with, and just get to know what their struggles are with their career, or like, you know, the stereotypes that are associated with it and how they deal with the stereotypes lah. For me, I want to start a discussion using the podcast, not to look down, you know. I mean, everyone has their opinion. I mean, you may not agree with the opinion when watching this podcast, but I think it's fine. I think as long as we have an inclusive community where we can just have a space where we can actually have a discussion about these kind of things, and then, you know, just come home with a thought, like just a different perspective, or maybe like a different outlook towards life. I think that's the whole goal of this podcast lah.
So to the viewers, it's more towards like it's more like they're just listening to a conversation, then you just like see what they can take out of it.
Yeah lah. I mean, best case is like, let's say you're studying, then you don't want to listen to music, then like just pop on some of this monotonous as voice
Actually, your voice quite low. Maybe I should speak higher.
No lah. I mean, I'll definitely be higher in other video styles, but I think for this one, I just want to keep it very as much.
Will you only limit down to 1 can per podcast?
I mean,
there's a budget.
No, no. But if you want to drink more, by all means, my fridge open, bro.
Okay. Yeah. But I think you need to like maybe block the alcohol. You know? Let's say if you want to drink, okay, let's not call it alcohol. Let's juice.
Yeah.
Juice. Because like maybe got some like, you know, cannot advocate.
It's okay lah. I feel that, I mean, for me, alcohol is juice. It's more of like I mean, I give it to all my guests. I offer to my guests. It's more to help them loosen up if they need to. But otherwise, before every podcast, I always try to do something lah with a guest, because, you know, you need to warm them up. They're not like like influencers or people who are regularly putting themselves out online. So, having a medium to, get them going, get engine starting, I think is quite good. So normally probably be like either we play a game of FIFA or have some of a game of chess, if they don't play FIFA.
Chess?
Yeah. I mean, you don't really need you're drinking already,
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the whole thing the whole project per se.
What will you be expecting, like a lot of like haters or maybe even fan groups, for example?
Actually not really I'm not really looking at that. I mean, it'll be
Will you
nice.
expect it?
Expectation wise, I think
Because like how every time because starting a podcast nowadays is pretty common, right? So definitely there's always a group of people that doesn't like your content. So have you like thought about how you want to be coping with that?
I think for me, I realized that one thing is that with every product that you put out there or content you put there, you need to be unique from the people around. But personally, I don't really feel the content here is really like going to be mind-blowing. So I'm very realistic with my expectations. I don't really expect this to blow up per se. But more like, I'm posting this on my own social media account, on all social media accounts that I can find. More to just like get the word and let people within like, our friend groups. Because all these people that I'm actually doing a podcast with are people that y'all probably are mutuals with also lah. Like, whoever's following me on Instagram the current followers. So, it's just for them to see a person's perspective. And it's been some time since we've all seen each other. So I think it's good to, have a kind of quick look into how they are now compared to maybe quick glance. Because, a podcast max I've done is 40 minutes. You can't really tell someone's personality a lot.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe let's say if there's one thing you want to say to whoever that's watching now, right? Okay, wait, who do you want to be watching this?
Actually, anyone. I mean,
there has to be like a certain group, like
but I'm basically aiming more towards like as of now with the content that we are doing. I'm aiming more towards like people within our age. So Cavan and I are both 23, and some of the content I feel that if people who are younger, I hope they can at least like learn something from it. Especially when I did some podcasts with my friends talking about going to uni or like how our previous education was last time when we were younger, about 16 or 12 years old. So I think it's something that people can just learn about. I hope that people can take away something and realize that everyone has struggles no matter how good they look online. So I think it's just good to just have sort of like a lesson to take away and hopefully can like inspire people because honestly for me, I hope that this, by me putting myself out there, I hope that I can actually sort of like push people to also want to go and pursue a passion in life. Because I really don't think it's easy especially when you want to pursue like earning money or doing well in your studies. It's not easy to juggle this in between.
Well said. Okay. So what is the first thing that we can be expecting from your series?
Oh, series.
Yeah. So at least I know, because I also don't know, right?
Yeah.
So what's the first thing that I can expect? And when can I see this stuff?
Okay I think most probably we posted at the end of this week. So
this week is
so Friday So this coming Friday. I don't know exactly the date, but it will be posted probably on Friday. The series is basically, I feel that as a Singaporean, I think you can also relate. Like we haven't really explored most of Singapore. As much as how small the country is, right? I feel like, everyone can say this is quite boring and stuff.
Right.
So like, I haven't really explored much of Singapore. So I just trying to use these vlogs to create an adventure of it, essentially.
So also it's like a explore SG kind of thing. A little bit,
but more from my perspective. I want to be very honest with it. I don't want to be like,
So it's not very biased,
It's not biased, It's for my own experience. Like I don't really want people ask me why I don't do like food reviews and things like that. But I feel that food, especially for Singaporeans, is a very sacred thing. Like I don't want to come out here and shoot my opinions about like this food is nicer than that one. And for me, I'm very neutral about most food. Like I find most food quite nice. So if like I come out and say that is then maybe people don't.
What was that?
Food king good, bro. Yeah. If I give like a stamp of approval, right, I don't think most people will agree because food is a very sacred culture in our society. So for me, it's just like I rather do things like just adventure style stuff, and hopefully can bring a friend along and just like do things within the budget that I have lah, which is basically now about zero left. But yeah, whatever you can do lah. I mean, there's definitely things you can do in Singapore ma, and I hope that through the adventures I have, people can go and explore too lah, and have their own opinion about it. Yeah.
PC, bro.
Yeah.
Alright, okay, Ken. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, no
Good
problem.
stuff. So,
Anyway, so how the podcast will be, right? Is like it's just a normal conversation, like how we are doing it now. And then after this, actually, there's 2 other segments, but they're super short. Like I would think nothing more than another 2 more minutes towards the end of the video. But number 1 will be people. I will get my guests to like basically.
don't say first, right?
Yeah, don't say first lah.
Oh,
Yeah, but I'll get my guests to basically introduce a
I
song,
will get surprised.
the song that they're listening to this week, or something that they have been really vibing with for quite some time. Because I feel the music is something that is like a quick like what I said just now, like a quick glance into a person's soul lah. And like I mean it kind of defines your mood also, because like if the song is kind of sad, then probably maybe it's more reflective mood now. Then if it's a more upbeat song, maybe it's a bit happier at life now. I mean for me lah, I mean music taste, I'm always looking to expand the genre of music I listen to. And I hope that with every guest, everyone has very different music taste. So I think it's good that everyone can just share a piece. Then for myself, I just share back something that I listen to lah. So hopefully there's an exchange of music for us to listen to. Then after that, we'll just be like ending it off with a meal, like just a quick meal where we just do like why my guests want to eat here. Then that's about it. No review, nothing, no opinions of the food, but more of like I feel that it's always good to have a meal with a friend. And at the end of the day, everyone that is on the podcast is a friend now. So I just want them to be comfortable, and it's good to wrap up with a meal, but that part won't be recorded. It's just a quick intro to the meal and a quick outro of the video. Yeah, so that's about it. That's the whole podcast.
Good stuff.
What's your thoughts?
I'm ready. I'm ready for it.
Okay.
On the house?
Alright.
Let's talk about it later.
Yeah, let's talk about it later.
Okay.
So, anything else you want to ask about?
I don't have a song now. Okay?
You don't have a song
Yeah, I
now?
don't have a song now.
It's okay, like you can slowly think.
Slowly think.
Yeah.
But I must say before it.
Yeah, must say before the video ends lah, essentially. But do you have anything else you want to ask about the project? Maybe something that people out there may want to know?
Not at the moment, man. You gotta come from them.
Right. I mean, end of the day, the comment sections are always open. So I hope that, y'all can just leave comments. Don't have to be, can be whatever you want. Can be constructive or how to improve the setup, anything. Because right now, as you can see, my room, basically where we are now is where my bed is supposed to be lah. And the camera is actually inside of my cupboard. So I'm just working with whatever limitations I have. So, I mean, I'm always open to feedback and how to improve. So, like I said, open the comment section for discussions. Just leave your views on whatever you think is going on. And yeah lah, so we'll probably just wrap up this podcast for today. Nothing much. Cavan will be coming back soon, hopefully. maybe towards the end of the project, but hopefully Cavan will be back. And because he's a very busy man. Yeah. So, but anyway, since Cavan don't have a job, song.
Free. Oh, I have now.
Oh, you have now? You sure?
Night Changes. By One Direction. That's my mood today.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Because morning, yesterday's night. And a night change.
Okay.
Night change.
Okay, for me, my song this week is a song that Kim and I shared before lah. Like not. Oh, that sounds a bit weird. Okay, but something that very close to the both of us.
What's that?
It's Broken Hearted by Joan.
Oh, that's a good song.
It's a good song. It's a good song.
Good.
Yeah. So anyway, so this is basically the end of this part. And thanks for watching so far. Hopefully, moving forward, y'all can be, y'all can watch on and just see how the progress is like, and just like be part of the adventure. All right. Thanks for watching. See ya.
Thank you.
Okay. Hi, and we're back now. We are currently at where?
Ikura restaurant, Japanese restaurant.
So why you want to eat Japanese food today?
I'm always been an avid fan of Japanese food. I feel Japanese food touches my soul. And definitely today was one of those days where I need some food to touch my soul. Hence, Japanese. Yes, simple.
Yeah, it's not cheap lah. Plus he's working, so he can afford it. So anyway, thanks for the podcast today. Oh, nice, the food came. Okay,
No
thanks
problem.
thanks for the pod.
Alright, bro. Yeah, of course, bro. Hey, anything for Matthew Chia. Got some sashimi for you, bro?
Okay. And then with that, we'll catch you on the next podcast. Bye.